What's up, guys? What is up? Man, you know, I got no clue what we're making today. Because there was an idea, there was a plan, and then some things happened. That plan, gone, right? So the question of what we're doing, it's creative. That's all I know. I can say it's creative. Other than that, I have no clue what we're doing. Because the original plan that I was told we were doing, and I changed a lot of stuff to make that happen. That's not happening. So the question of what is happening, that's a pretty big question. It's a pretty big question. Maybe making your map ideas. Maybe not. You know? My hair won't get out my face. That's cool. Wonderful, right, chat? So, that's the question right now. What am I doing in this stream? Making something. Clearly. What that thing is, I have no clue. You can't get mad at someone because of the scheduling of their stream. Still volunteer to be in their stream. Get mad at their idea. So, kind of force them to change the idea. And then say, even though you changed everything, even though you did all that, I'm not helping you with anything. You can't do that. That's not right. That's some BS, dude. My Fortnite won't load. It's refusing to load. So I'm going to talk to y'all while I reset my Xbox or restart my Xbox. Maybe we'll just do everything on my PC. I was thinking about that. At what point do I stop streaming on Xbox entirely? I feel that's a great question. When do I switch to PC fully? I have a nice Elgato, so hopefully not super soon, but I have a nice PC. So, my monitor's blue screen right now because I'm restarting my Xbox, if you're wondering what these bright lights on my face are. Maybe we'll make a ballistic map. Maybe we won't. Maybe I'll work on the Darklight era second map. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I try not to come into a live stream this unprepared. I haven't come into a live stream this unprepared in a minute. But, things happen. If I pushed my stream back any further, I'd be going into the next day. Can't do that. Can't do that. What's up, Annoyed Demon? Very cool. It is, though, creative week, so can't be, I won't play with viewers. Give me 1 second, chat. I don't know, chat. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know much. I might run a poll asking what I'm making. I mean, here's another thing I gotta talk about. Look at my emotes, guys. I got rid of a few. I added a few. A fan favorite emote is back. I know y'all really missed this emote. The Sir Satter. Alright, chat, here's what we're doing. I'm making a map of something. What is the map? Let's run a poll. Of what I'm playing, what we're making, you know. I want to fade into the game. I want to get started soon. I just don't know what I'm making, and without knowing, it's a little tricky. So we'll start with a category, right? Trying to think. Alrighty, chat. I'm going to run a 10-minute poll. Please place your votes on the poll. Lost a viewer. Yeah, that's the common thing, but I'm already like, so I'm noticing that a little more right now. Ballistic, okay. I wasn't planning on working on my worlds because I have too many. I was going to work on someone else's and they were going to publish. But I'm going to have to delete one of my maps in order to get started on this. I know. You hate seeing my face, right? It's been 20 minutes of staring at me, but I gotta figure something out, and I can't show my screen when I'm figuring that out. And my face is real bright because of this, these monitors. I'll show y'all this. You know, I have a TikTok of me loading into this. I don't know if I want to delete this map. It is kind of like history right here. Look at this, guys. We'll save one of these. Let's save one of these buildings. Or, you know, we'll save a missile. Before we delete that building. This is one of my OG TikToks. Was that building, was me letting Tan mess around on my map, loading in and seeing that. Alright, chat. It's time to begin. That way I had more people watching when it was just like my face in my Yap session. That's wild. There is a poll if you didn't vote on it and you still want to. There is a poll. I mean, chat, this kind of shows how long it's been since I played creative. Last time I was on creative was when I still used my little Twitch starting soon screen. What's the measurements that we're doing? Oh, man. I don't have like that swing that quick enough. Swing. And you know, there was this idea that I'm like shorter than I am, and I think it really stems from the fact that I sit like so low in comparison to my webcam and whatnot. I mean, this table is like 4 feet high. You know, it's pretty big table. What's up, Bubtron? I need to figure out the. Here, give me a second. Because it's sections in a way, it's not like a full. Yeah, I brought back your sad emote, Bobo. The one you're always crying about. Okay. This is like... I don't like 50-50 splits. They piss me off. So, ballistic. Or what? What are we making, chat? Are we doing the ballistic or are we doing the other training one? Y'all make it very hard for me. Well, it would be like a... I don't know if it's ballistic or just a realistic shooter. Here's the deal, and I'm gonna warn... If you like... man. I don't even know. It's... I get a problem with it because Tayden wanted to do ballistic. He, you know... Tayden wanted to do ballistic. Here. I'm really thinking about this. I don't want to, like, curse. I like keeping it PG-13. But he was bitching at me, right? When I was saying this idea, oh this, oh that. And so, yeah, I switched up the plan. I was going to make a ballistic map. And then he just ditches me last minute. So I'm left to do this for whatever I'm making. And he won't, you know, help. And so I'm left here, you know, just kind of hanging dry or whatever, and it's honestly, it's infuriating because I changed a bunch of stuff today just so I could do like this idea that he really wanted to do, and we can't do it because he's, you know, I told him 10 minutes before I went live, hey, I'm live in 10 minutes, just, you know, a little reminder, and he was like, okay. And then he apparently, some point from 10 minutes before to the moment of, he gets on Rocket League and he can't, you know, play creative, and it's... And so I'm sitting here, what am I supposed to make? I was like, I guess I can still work on the ballistic stuff and just, you know, we can import that to his map, but he won't give me the measurements. How am I going to do that? How am I going to do any of this? You know? I spoke recently on the fact I kind of forgot how to play creative mode. You know? The last time I played it, you know, the last few times I've been on it was just to use it as my starting soon screen before I had Elgato set up. none of this is easy. Creative maps aren't easy to make, and it's harder when you have a plan set because that's what someone wanted you to do because they hated every idea that you had, and then you change everything to make it so you can do their ideas, and then they kind of just ditch you. I want the first stream of each week to be upbeat and happy, but that drained me when he called me. You know, drained all my energy. Because I changed a lot of this to fit, you know, his concept, his idea. And then he's, you know, not helping out. Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be this pissed. But I am this pissed. You know, y'all want an aim training map? Sure, I'll make an aim training map. I have no clue what I'm doing. I originally pitched the aim training map to him, and he said, no, that's stupid. Right? The other idea, I was going to learn how to play UEFN on stream. No, that's boring and stupid. And he doesn't talk like this. He says harsher things. But, you know, I'm dulling it for the stream. You want the aim training map? I can give you an aim training map. But first I need to take one apart mentally and see how the hell I make that. Who here plays a lot of aim training maps? Boba, do you play that one that Star's always talking about? The damn Shinobi Zone Wars? Because if I look at that and I play it, I might be able to mentally take it apart and tell you how I would, you know, make it. And then we can do that. But I don't know. I need someone that can show me the parts of it. Maybe, Bobo. Maybe. I'm not going to argue with you. This one? V8? Yep. Okay, V8 whatever. Alright, let's check it out. I'm going to be a very harsh critic on this. I know there's UEFN. I can just tell people like this, they usually use UEFN. I don't know how to do UEFN. I didn't have the time to learn like all these other people did, because I didn't have a PC that could handle it. I just got one that can, and I opened it the other day, and it was Blender. That's all I saw. I tried Blender once. I sucked at it. And I can learn UEFN, but that's gonna take me a minute. But once you know it, like, these people had 5 years to learn it. You know, whatever. I didn't. And the thing that pisses me off the most is with the UEFN maps when they always end up using AI. Okay. So what is the I played this once, right? And so that's how I got that, I guess, but what in the hell is this? I'm sorry, I'm just like, this is what y'all play? Damn. Obviously my aim's not perfect, right? I'm not trying to play perfectly. What I'm looking at is, it's shapes. It's, you know, the primitive shape gallery shapes. I can make those. This is UEFN, I'll tell you right now. You can tell by the graphics that are popping up, and you can tell by the, this little island thing. They made this in UEFN. I can't do that. If I made this, it'd be like a box or something. I kind of like the idea of this, right? Like a little military thing. What in the hell? What is this? Here's what I'll tell you right now. This is UEFN. I can't, like that little scoring thing at the bottom, I can't have that. Or the coins, I can't do that. But this is not natural movement, you know? None of this is like... Whoa! Okay. I jumped, but okay. You know, whatever. Or am I supposed to stay in that zone? I don't... Whatever, this... I get the point. I get the gist of this. It's... Whatever. Is there anything else I need to know? Is there, like... Because honestly, what... That's not combat... I guess it's aim training, but like... It's literally... I don't get the point of that. I don't get the point in aim training maps. I don't do the training stuff, and you can, like, make jokes, haha, I can tell, but I don't get the point in why, you know, you would waste 2 hours doing that stuff. Death runs are easy, Bobo. I've made death runs that you can't beat. And I made those 5 years ago. Tayden used to have a bunch of death runs. Until his code got taken away. I don't know if it's a sentry he's using or what. No, I think that's the UEFN thing. Some sort of launcher, right? He's obviously using something that's pushing the launcher, or that's launching the sentry. It's pushing the sentry. Yeah, of course I didn't finish, Bubba, because I don't see any point in that map. I think it's garbage. That's my honest opinion. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I don't care. That's a new model. I'll show you exactly, and I don't think I'm gonna make this. But I'll show you exactly what I think that was. I just want to see if I can do it. If I'm wrong and it's not garbage, then, you know, like if it's hard to make, then there's a challenge for me. But I don't think it's going to be that hard to make. And I'm obviously simplifying things, but the point is more just to see. I could have added an item spawner. I could have done that. Hello. Alright, let's see. Wow, look at that. I can set it instant. Wow, look at that! Look how simple that was! I mean, tell me that's not exactly what he's doing. That's all this is. Tell me that's not it. Tell me if I'm an idiot, chat, but I think that's exactly what it is. And look how easy that was for me to make. Did you see that? Someone like Bobo with like no creative mode experience could make that. This is trash. This is like, bro. That was genuinely, that was the easiest thing I've ever made. Bobo. I'm not implementing all the mechanics. I'm saying that's how you do the launching. Wow, that was so... Dude. That's how you do the launching. That's... I get aim training, but there's better ways to do it, Bobo. There's, you know... Hell, Fortnite even has targets. There's a better... I'm pretty sure there's a better implemented aim training system. I don't... You're not speaking English, Bobo. Or maybe you are and I'm not understanding it, but what are you saying, dude? Look. There's the Wonky Land stuff. And this is the real Wonky Land one. There's the moving one. Look at that. But that's not the point, Bobo. The point is, this launching mechanic is the same mechanic he has. I can angle it. I can change it. But that's all it is. It's a primitive shape, a sentry, and, you know, a launch pad. That's all it is. That's my whole point. I mean, I'm sure that's with a lot of these aim training maps. I think it's a bunch of BS. Red versus blue, it's a bunch of BS. I can make a red versus blue map in 1 hour. Bet money on it. You know, it's... What a lot of this stuff is... What is BS? What BS? Bobo, how much money do you think this person makes off of this mechanic that anyone can make in creative mode? That's the BS. Now, I get Escape Darklight's not that, you know, polished of a map, and it's not that beautiful of a map, but the point is, that uses more than just these basic mechanics. That has some unique mechanics to it. Yet, the people that actually make the money making these maps, you know, the Pit, I can make that as well. All these maps are bullshit, and they take people's time, and they get money off of it. They get paid, you know, some people millions of dollars a month because these 5-year-olds are playing these games that they make copy and paste maps. That's what all of this is. This mechanic right here, the simple launching mechanic, you can mess with so many more settings and change it. But the point is, there is better things to do. I get that this might be fun, it might be simple, but spending 3 hours making this, Bobo, and look, you can make that invincible as well, but it doesn't matter. He just adds that for cosmetics because you don't even need it! That's all you need. You need a sentry and you need a launcher. He adds this little primitive shape because it makes you think he worked hard on it. That's the point. If I published a low quality map and I did not hide it through any of this, you know, beautiful stuff, if I just published that exact thing without the dumb cosmetics that take 2 extra seconds, no one would play it because they would see right through the charade. I've been playing this game since 2018, Bobo, and I have learned more playing the real game than I have in these creative maps. You want to check out some more creative maps? Any of the pillars. I proved to someone that I can make those. Yeah, Bobo, Tayden already played this map, and I played this once too. This was like my, you know, replaying of it. Point is, I'm not, you know, playing a map like this for hours on end. I don't get people that do. If you love it, that's great. If you hate it, even better, right? Because I don't see in any world how this is, you know, the holy map that will make you the greatest. Hang on 1 second. I need to chill. But, you know, and I'm gonna slow my breathing. I'm gonna be calm for y'all. But, okay, let's see. Movement course. Bobo. 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 See, like, I can fail that, but I'm sure... Yeah, he kept normal movement, so I can just get right back up here. That shouldn't be like... I don't know. I don't get why you're defending this. Look, none of these mechanics really save him from anything. Because look at that. I didn't even follow the basic lining of it. Death barrier at the bottom. That's all you have to do. Like the hurdling stuff, this is just time-consuming stuff. I don't see how that's movement training. Boom. Wow. Wow. Well, Bobo, maybe it does help them, but do you know it also helps? Playing the game. I'm not insulting people that play these maps. I'm insulting the people that make these maps. Because maybe this person is such a cool person. Maybe they're a cool person. But judging off of what I'm seeing from this map, Bobo, I don't think that. I think that this map feels like a money grab. I feel like I don't even need to use the slap juice to, you know, pass this in good time. I've been falling... Bobo, because I don't give a shit about this. You know? I don't see any reason why people would think that's, you know, the holy thing. What I see is some AI-generated, you know, images. Hey, Bobo. If you want to talk about movement, we can talk about movement. I understand the game mechanics very well. I'm not the greatest player in the world. I will never say I am. If y'all want me to make that map, I can. It's going to take me a while because I need to make it look pretty, right? He has UEFN. He can import elements. I'm not saying that's what he did, but there's literally on UEFN, once you get an understanding of it, you can click and just paste a building down. I have to either line up the placement perfectly and paste it, or build it from scratch. I'm trying to remember what the skin is called. But I wanted to show you something, Boba. I just like... Yeah, this one. As far as it goes with movement, Boba, as far as it goes with all of that stuff, with understanding game mechanics, I think I do a pretty damn good job. You know? Because I don't think I did great in a lot of these seasons. I don't care about that one. But what was that one season that, what is this from? I don't think I played ranked this season. Yeah, I played like 3 games. What's, where is it? Was it this one? No. When the hell was it? I'm trying to remember. I can't find these backlinks to save my life. You know, because I don't wear all these dumb ones. But the point is, Bobo, as far as it goes for, like, understanding the game mechanics, I've played the game. I know, like, on a serious level, I think that stuff is all very basic. And I'm not faulting, and I'll say this again, I'm not faulting the people that play it. Just like how I don't fault the people that play the Tycoon games. I get it. They're fun. But what I don't understand is why so many people play all these maps thinking that they are, you know, better than the actual game. Because do you know what teaches you how to play the game the most? Playing the game. I love creative. I think it is disgusting in which the way it's been used recently. Because of stuff like this. Or this. This. That. I don't know, this could be good, but just judging by... especially this. Okay. See, I don't like this a lot, but at least they made the cover and they did it. This was made in Pixar, right? This is like, you know, I recognize every single thing about this. These are all free assets. That font is the Archove Black or whatever the basic one is. But the point is, they at least made that. You know? Boom. It happens to everyone. And I pray that I don't go down that route where I make these AI maps, but I'm probably never getting a code. Yeah, I probably won't apply for one. Because I get angry looking at all these other people with codes. I don't feel good, and I was already pissed before I went live. I want you to understand, Bobo, I get that this game is like, it can teach you whatever. I understand that the Zero Build Mastery Chapter 7 by Toby-Wan Shinobi can teach you some stuff. I get it. I understand why you would want to play it. All I'm trying to make you aware of is it's the same thing with the 1v1 maps. It's the same thing with the pit. And actually, I'd say it's a step above. It's not as bad as those, because those are fully copy and paste. This is probably an original map. But I think when people talk about these maps, they talk about them like they are better than the actual game. I hear more praise on these creative maps than I do hear praise on the actual game. And yeah, these people are better at making maps than me. No doubt. But, you know, they get paid to make maps. I don't. I quit playing creative a while ago after I started working on the community map, and I can talk about that on a different stream. Or after I finished the community map. Fortnite has this weird thing where they cater to the people I don't think they should. You know? I get that the content creators are, you know, they bring in a lot of money for Fortnite, but come on. You gotta think of the people that don't stream, you know, the normal people. Why would you get rid of shockwaves? And I'm not saying they did it because a certain content creator said they should. All I'm saying is that every time someone says something and they have a massive following, what happens next, right? And it's the same thing with these creative maps, where they will push the people that have had one decent map, you know, one high-performing map, and they'll push maps in that same category. And it upsets me a lot. Because I see these wonderful maps that have no players on them. And the thing that pisses me off the most, and I think y'all get the wrong, you know, feeling about me when I talk about AI. I don't hate AI. You know, it exists. We can't get rid of it now. I think it's disgusting when I see a creative map have AI. And I also hate when fellow streamers use AI. And I know a few that do. And I would never be mad at them for it. You know, it's the world we live in. You gotta conform to that. But I'll tell you a little story. When I first started streaming, I was gonna use AI emotes, right? But I did this before AI emotes were a popular thing. And I was just like, whatever, you know. Then I actually got affiliate. And I said, I'm not doing that. Because that kind of gets rid of the work that I put in for this. It's the same thing with these creative maps. Why put in work and then throw on an AI thumbnail? I don't think that makes sense. Maybe they're not doing any of the actual work. A lot of these creators, they contract out teams. Some of them are full teams. I'm sure Shinobi worked with teams. Because that guy's a content creator, right? Does he make the maps himself or does someone else? One of Tatum and I's favorite games, the Havoc Hotel game. Right, the Havoc Hotel ones. If you look at the creator, look at this. Colombian team that made real video games. And they make good maps. But the point is, I don't think you can find a single creator that makes all the maps themselves. I mean, hell, even the Darklight map, Tan helps me with some of that. Most of Tatum's maps, I helped him with them. He might have made a few without me. And I didn't do a lot of work. I'm not gonna, you know, Devin said before, like, I basically made Tatum's maps. That's not true. Tatum made most of his maps. He did a lot of that work. And before, you know, this version of Tatum's code, like all of his original maps, he did all of those himself. 100%. He might have asked me which color to use, but I did not, you know, touch a single thing on that. The point is, and it's not me hating on anyone who plays these maps. It's not me hating on anyone who makes these maps. It's just the fact that it is too damn easy for the people that are already big to get paid and too damn hard for the people that aren't big to do anything. You know, we see the same thing in real life, but don't let me get ahead of myself. I'm going to take a short break because I am like, I'm raging right now. We'll get into creative. We'll make something nice. I want y'all to brainstorm ideas. Okay? You know, and it's a lot of this, like, I don't know, these men, like, the whole thing drives me crazy a little bit. We'll do the ballistic, I guess, guys. I need a theme. Alright. Damn it. Yo. Am I muted? Thanks, Bubba. Oof. Get out of there, I got a poll. I should have told y'all, we already have a Japanese one. Like an old Japanese style thing. Those last two were kind of fillers, but yeah. Bobo, I'm guessing you voted on Japanese? If you did, can you please specify? Dude. I've stated before I kind of want to do a Wonky Land type thing. Tell me a Wonky Land ballistic map wouldn't be kind of hype. No, I just... I understand I don't have a lot of time. But I might be able to knock out 2 in 2 hours if I pace myself correctly. I hate that Tatum said I can resize it or whatever, because, like, I get what he's saying, but do I go bigger than I need to or smaller? What's the plan? The plan is I'm going to make 2. I've already made... There's already some Japanese ones that have been made on Tatum's World. Tane deleted my favorite one. But, whatever. So first we need to find a base ground. It's a multiplayer. But yeah, it's... Yeah, have you not played it before? I mean, we've already made the game is already made. We're just kind of making new islands for it. We haven't published it yet, though. I mean, Bobo, if y'all really want, I can make a aim training map. It would just take a while. Yeah, it's ZB. And it'd take a while because I just need to plan it out right. I know what you're saying. I get entirely what you're saying. About the, like... No, but I'm saying I get what you're saying about the like, some people might want it. But my thing is, I just think the way Fortnite pushes maps... Also, people sometimes bot maps. Have you ever noticed that that map always has 76 players on it or whatever? That seems a little weird to me. Go. That is tricky. That is how I do it. You downsize and then... Booyah. Okay, Bobo. Great. I kind of forgot that Fortnite still hasn't fixed this stupid sleep. Whatever. Right. You know, what I find crazy is when I was, like, raging, I had more viewers than I do when I'm, like, chill. We're checking for AI right now, chat. I think it's just like their art style. If I'm being honest, I think it's literally just the art style. I don't think it's AI. I think it looks weird and their colors look weird sometimes, but like it might just be their art style, you know? It is weird that sometimes they give wonky fingers. And sometimes Wonky doesn't have fingers, but I think that's just because sometimes it's like a character and then sometimes it's a plushie. And because I do the same thing with Rampage. I sometimes give him hooves, I sometimes give him hands. Oh no, I did this wrong. Okay, chat. It obviously doesn't change, but I like messing with that sometimes. This is the grass that kills you when you step in it, chat. What does Wonky Land need? What the? Chat, what's up? Alright, annoying. Oof, that is about to be annoying. Let me guess. The glass is sold separately. Yep. Man. Bobo, don't spam it. I don't give a shit, but if you spam it, I will. You don't dictate that though, Bobo. I do. Anyone that's VIP is VIP for a very specific reason. And I typically, I reserve the VIP for redeems. There's a VIP redeem. Feel like that just... No. It's not how that works either. Mr. TJZ, Boulevard, and In the Hat are the VIPs. In the Hat is a VIP because he killed someone in a game of Fortnite that I really wanted dead. Boulevard is a VIP. I don't even remember. I don't remember the exact reason for Ghoulie, but... And Mr. 2JZ guessed the drink correctly, but didn't want the gift. I have methods to my madness, Bobo. But that's exactly what you just did, Boba. You just tried to argue. And I know it wasn't because it was the same stream. I'm also the streamer, so I know what happens in my streams, typically speaking. But here's what I'll say, Boba. You don't know what I'm not going to argue means, because you'll say an argumentative statement. Then you'll say, I don't want to argue. It's a double negative. It doesn't work like that. I know, you don't get the happy Rampage that y'all have had for the past few days. I bet you forgot I can get like this, but you know. No, I'm not like this because I've been streaming every day, Bobo. Don't be a little... But I'm like this for a different reason. Okay? It just so happens I'm streaming. But I want you to know, Bobo, this year of streaming, this is not for me. Like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the viewers. And I get that I get angry and that, like, scares the viewers or whatever, but... scares. The point is, I did the Gartic Phone a lot because the viewers love Gartic Phone. And Gartic Phone is fun. Don't get me wrong. But on Fast Penguin Friday, what do you think I wanted to play? Fast Penguin. Well, I ended up playing Gartic Phone, because that's what the viewers love more. So, like... I'm not asking for you to be grateful. But don't be that level of ungrateful. Alright, chat, let's see what this looks like. I gotta... Bro, this game. I gotta return to the lobby, and then I gotta reload in. And that's how we get that done. Is that real? Reputation or whatever posted that, and it said start life. I'm sorry. I guarantee she already has them. Chat, that's my guess. I'm not gifting it to her because I'm not. Yep. Have they been out before? Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Look. Look, chat. Let's check out the wonky thing. Not the worst. There we go, chat. Just gotta find the doors, right? The doors should be relatively easy to find. There we go, chat. Okay, chat. Which one do you think looks better? If they're like facing out, like straight? Or if they're curved? I guess they could be both, right? Yeah, let's just do both like that. That looks weird, but we're just gonna go with that. I'll be right back, chat. water bottle. I know how basic this is, chat. I get it. But I'm doing this by myself. What if, and hear me out on this, we did UEFN. We learned this together, chat. Alright, chat. We're learning this together, right? So what if I just I hope this works. I really hope this works, chat, because I loved making this map, and I don't want it to just get ruined. Where the hell is it? I don't like that I can't see anything. Chat. No way. Did I just lose this world? Oh no. Oh god, not coding. Chat. I don't like all this. It's just like basic game function that's not working. Where's Bobo? Maybe Bobo will appreciate this. Attempting to load up K-pop Demon Hunters in UEFN. Attempting. Yo. This is working. My other one broke. I think I broke my map because it was not prepared. But this works. Actually figured out one that works. No. We're in Korea, chat. Is that Zoe? Look at that. We're figuring this out one step at a time, chat. At the Hamoon. And here's where you fight the demons. But look, when you go out of it, I mean, this is all just for like the exterior rendering. Yo! He's a beautiful boy. What time of day should it be? Let's try. So, here. I'm still messing with, I'm still trying to learn how to do anything here, though. Maybe, Bobo, maybe. It's the things take time, though. Now, I'm pretty sure I can just and add trees. What tree? We need a tree. What are you talking about? Sure, Bobo. Soda can. I'll go back! Oh, Bobo, check this out. Haha! Yeah! We got Zoe. She is going to be foliage. Oh, I can't. But what I can do is instead of having it be foliage, I'm going to do animation, poses, K-pop Demon Hunters characters. Hello. What? There's a lot of stuff that I need to learn about this. I'm not even joking, like no joke, I need to learn so much. Like, you see all this stuff? It's a lot to learn. But I'll spend the next 40 minutes messing with this stuff. And over the next... Yeah! Check this out. I add a block. That's how great I am. But I can add stairs. And hold up. And I can add more stairs! I don't think you realize this is like the furthest I've ever gotten in something before, is this map. I can extrude? Yeah, they're letting me extrude. That's wonderful. How do I cancel? Oh yeah. Bet you can't make that, Bobo. Here we go. Everything just froze. Yeah! There we go! I made a hill. And I can very easily get rid of it. Because, I mean, I made so much. Like, accidentally. I did not mean to add this much. But, wow. This is beautiful. No, and I mean, I hate on people. I'm an opinionated person, though. Bobo. Like, that's the bottom line. When I'm hating on other map makers, it's not me hating on the map makers. It's not me even hating on the maps. It's really just like a system thing. I feel some people can make maps that other people can't. Like Bobo. You will probably, until you get like a Xbox or something, you will not really be able to make a creative map, you know? Until you get a PC, you won't be able to make a UEFN map. I am lucky enough in this world to have both. I think there's a lot of people that don't have those tools, and I think that's why I get really mad when Fortnite's pushing. I get that they own UEFN and they want to push that, but the thing is there are map makers that don't have access to UEFN that still do their best, and they don't get the push that they need. That's why I was so angry earlier. I hope y'all can understand that. It's not me being angry at anyone in particular. It's, you know, it's just the way the system and anything treats people. It's like the people that don't have the opportunity can try their best, and they will still not get that opportunity unless they have the money to afford it. And I just looked at my webcam. I realized I'm like way lower than I usually am, but you know. So and again, it's like with the creative thing, they definitely cater more, because a lot of these assets you can't use as extensively in normal. There's one building, I forget which one it was, but there's one that you can go into if you're still here, Bobo. I can try to show you. You can go in this one. Everyone, just freeze. Look at this, Bobo. If you're still here, look, it's that spa, remember? We go in the spa in the movie. Max out the math, yep. Look, I'm pretty sure I can change the texture. Yeah, kind of. I just turn into a dude. I think y'all can tell how much I know what I'm doing over here. Yeah, there we go. I'm figuring it out, chat. It's Peely. I made Peely. I gotta find Zoe again. I'm gonna turn her into Peely. I forgot where she was, though. Can I actually change his color? Whoa. Yo, I didn't know I could just do that. I figured it out! Yeah! The one I like the least, I think, is this one. So let me just... Welcome the newest member of the K-pop Demon Hunters, Peely. I don't like... Alright, chat. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna start with her, right? So it's gonna go. It's gonna pan out. Oh crap. And it's gonna go. Yeah! I think I'm having the most fun out of everyone here. Tell me that's not cinema right there, guys. Someone want to screenshot that? I'm cooking. What a great pose. How do I screenshot? Is it control? No. Is it? No. How do you screenshot on Windows? How do you screenshot on PC? I don't got all that. Chat. How do I screenshot on PC? So tough. That's art right there. Look at that. And look, Peely even has them on screen. I enjoy this. This has been fun. Okay. This upsets me that we kind of lost this. We'll try it again now. That my Fortnite has run the... my Fortnite's run the K-pop Demon Hunters one, maybe. The Fantastic will load. I don't think it will, though. I think we just lost, like, one of the first maps I ever streamed making. And that's upsetting. Yeah. Damn. That's upsetting. Alright, chat. I'm a little nervous. Modeling. Okay. We're going to try. This is the first thing. We're not going to count that K-pop Demon Hunters map. This is going to be the first thing we make, chat. We've achieved Chrome. That's like one of the harder things to do. Now what? Subdivisions. How do I change how many subdivisions we have? There we go. I want 4,000 or 42. Alright, 500. Cool. I want per face. Oh. There we go. Fortnite does not like what I'm trying to do right now. Really does not like it. Look at all those faces, chat. Okay, chat. Okay. I think that's beautiful looking. Oh man, that was fun, right, chat? I think that was pretty fun, chat. What do I know though, right, guys? Hey, Bobo. No, I know you. I know what UEFN is. I know the way it works. It just the reason I mess with dude, it's hard to learn. It's like Blender. I struggled a lot with Blender. I tried it a few times and I just couldn't get the hang of it. This I'll work on a little more. Also, Bobo, check your Discord DMs. we're gonna listen to the start of this stream. This has been a wild stream, dude. Been crazy. In about 8 minutes, we're ending it. I don't even know how I did that, if I'm being honest, Bobo. None of the stuff I've been doing, I really know what I'm doing. I replaced Mira with Peely, because I like Peely more. But Peely. We need Peely, dude. This has been fun. Bubba, can you get the raid call ready? Just cause. I'm never publishing that map, Bobo. It was mostly prefabs. It was mostly template type stuff. We're not doing the god raid. We're just doing the normal raid. I've drinking like 4 bottles of water in this stream because I've been so angry, and you can see my face. I'm drained of energy, dude. I'm not usually this pale. I'm relatively tan IRL, but like, this whole streaming thing, it makes me look very, very white. Like, no joke. It's so... You're the one that wrote that, Bobo. I'll have you know, you're the one that wrote that. Anyway. Like, look at this. The brightness makes me so, like, light skin. It's wild.
Is that how those things go in anime? How's it going, you guys? Welcome in. My name is Starlight Era, and welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are having an amazing ending to your weekend, or
right when she's getting started. Let's raid over.
Thank you guys so much for being here early. I really do appreciate it. Overlord Wasted, what is up? Welcome in. It is so good to see you. I'll give you a proper shout out in just a second. Robert Palmer, how's it going? Welcome in, Robert Palmer. Thanks for joining the queue, you guys. Robert Palmer streams Fortnite as well. He is kind of a variety streamer, but he does like Fortnite, so please check out Robert Palmer. I did see Godmother up in here with the 3.
Man, someone just raided over to her. That's upsetting. We'll cancel the raid. I'm canceling it. She doesn't get a raid from me yet.
Let me see. Annoy Demon, what's up? Welcome in, Annoy Demon. And Bobo, what's up? Welcome in, Bobo. A raid already? What the heck? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Happy Panda. Thank you so much. It's too soon for a raid. My sound alerts aren't working.
Oh, man.
What is up? Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Happy Panda. And welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders.
I just started the raid again.
Let me see what's
Bobo! Come on, dude.
Thank you so much for choosing me. I think you joined the queue, right? So W on that. Mountain Dudam, what's up? Welcome in.
Bobo, no, I copied the raid calls. We're about to go over.
Ghoulie, I'll give you a shout out in a second as well. I think that's everybody. Did I say hi to you, Bobo? Hi, Bobo. Happy Panda. Thank you so much for the cheers. I really do appreciate that. What the
heck? Let me smack her with the...
yes, I do have my hair down again. I was inspired. You guys were so nice yesterday.
I'm just gonna do it.
But thank you guys for nice words. I don't know, maybe not every day, but at least sometimes. Thank you so much for rating me, Happy Panda. I hope you had a good stream. You guys make sure you check out Happy Panda. Oh my gosh, and Rampage too? No, it's too soon. My sound alerts aren't working. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. I guess this one's working. Welcome, Raiders. Rampage, thank you so much for the raid. What the heck? You and Happy Panda coming in